Income Tax Tribunal has ordered British oil giant Cairn UK to cough up 10,000 crore rupees as a capital gains tax. Now, the tax department had levied that tax on the transfer of Cairn UK shares to Cairn India holding nearly a decade ago. Arun Giri has been tracking that story and he's here with all the details. Arun, on what grounds has the tribunal rejected Cairn UK's argument?
Basically, the Income Tax Department had levied a 10,000 crore capital gains levy on Cairn UK Holdings. Cairn UK Holdings had sold its shareholding in Cairn India Holdings to Cairn India Limited. And the Income Tax Department had argued that the shares of Cairn India Holdings derived their value solely from the assets located in India. And there was a retrospective amendment which was introduced after the Vodafone Supreme Court judgment to tax Vodafone sort of transactions. And the Income Tax Department said that this transaction, which actually happened even before Vodafone, I think, in 2006, but that this transaction, due to the retrospective amendment, fell squarely within the ambit of Section 9 and hence was to be brought to tax. The department said that the entire control of oil and gas business of Cairn Group in India was transferred by Cairn UK to Cairn India Limited, and therefore the liability to pay capital gains tax. On the other hand, Cairn argued that this is a case of mere group restructuring. There was no change of management and control, and hence there should not be any capital gains tax. The tribunal has actually rejected that argument. The tribunal reached a key conclusion that this is not a case of mere group restructuring, but there were a series of transactions that led to an IPO that finally culminated into an IPO wherein Cairn UK Holdings derived substantial unlocking of value through the IPO. And therefore, the tribunal said it resulted in substantial capital gains and you must pay up 10,000 crore. The capital gains was calculated at a whopping 24,503 crores by the assessing officer, on which the capital gains tax comes to 10,000 crore.
Right, Arun, absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us with all the details.